Welcome to Private Money Secrets. I'm Keith Yackey and I'm your host, and all we talk about here is private money, real estate, and some other fun stuff. Grab your favorite beverage. Let's dive in. Good morning, gang. Yak here for another episode of Private Money Secrets. And I'm going to continue to keep beating the drum of the personal development, business development, because here's the real truth of the matter is you guys look at people that are where you want to be and you just think maybe they got there because of their good looks, their charm, their lucky, their breaks. They started off with some money. They didn't have it as hard as you. First of all, none of those stories are as true as you think they are. Did somebody start off with a little bit of money? Maybe. But I started off with a little bit of money and actually lost it and had to learn how to get it back and grow it and do that. So if you thought I had any advantages, I may have started off with those and pissed them away because I didn't have the discipline and the mentality and the personal development to understand how to use those things to my advantage. So they actually became a disadvantage, meaning that I thought, I have a little bit of money, I can do something, as opposed to not do I have a little bit of money, it's I only have a little bit of discipline. I only have a little bit of grit. And had I had a lot less money and a lot more discipline, I would have went a lot further, faster. So that's the first and foremost truth. Number one, those stories that you're thinking aren't as true as you're believing. Secondly, and this is a really big one, farming is dirty. If you've never been on a farm, then you're missing out on a lot of hard work. I spent from my, being 20 years old to about 28 near a lot of farms, cattle ranches, alfalfa ranches up in Montana. And I saw how truly dirty that work was and tireless, or getting up and milking the cows every day. I mean, these fuckers aren't going to milk themselves, right? Like, you see how hard the work is. Yeah, but also on the flip side, you also see how enjoyable the fruit is. And we're going to get back to this concept and put it into just a one-liner for you. And it's simply this. The root of success is dirty, boring, hard. The fruit of success is absolutely glorious. But I don't think the hardness of the root of success is that tough if you expect it to be tough. The problem is when we don't expect it to be tough. I've said this a lot of times. I said, success is boring. I go, what? No way, man. Living in that house and driving those cars and hanging out with the people you hang out, doing the stuff you do. How in the world could you say that's boring? Well, success is twofold. There's the root of success. That's the getting up early, studying copy, writing emails, having some of them flop, having some of them good, shooting videos to try and attract people to what I do, and having some of those good, some of those not so good. Building funnels, throwing challenges, doing webinars, doing live Q&A, improving your entire teachings, like just from top to bottom, working with people that say they're going to do the work, then they don't do the work, and they want to blame you because they didn't do the work. All the bullshit that goes along. That side of success, the root, is tough. And it's a grind. And there's days where you're just like, what the fuck, man? I need to go take a big, long 17-hour nap. But on the flip side, there's the fruit of success. And I'm glad there's the fruit, because honestly, I don't think if we tasted of the fruit at all, ever, I don't know that anybody would be that impressed or would want to do the root of success. But because we know there's fruit or a payoff, we endure. But we go into it knowing there's going to be hard work. This is going to be tough. And if I go into it knowing it's going to be tough, then I'm not shocked. Most people are shocked by it. I'm now in my garage where I'm going to do a kick-ass workout, break a bunch of personal records, because that's the program I'm on, where you get better every single time. And the bottom line is this. You get sore after you lift weights. The next day is like tough. Now, what's cool is there's a little of adrenaline shot, a little feel-good hormones floating through your system while you're lifting weights. Feels good to move shit. Feels good to doing work. But ultimately, you feel good because you're doing something better for your body, and you're building something up. I know you're initially tearing it down, but you know it's going to build back stronger. Your biceps will be bigger. Your veins will pop. Your belly will be shorter. Your shoulders can throw more shit around. Like, you just do stuff. And of course, the fruit of that is feeling sexy as fuck when you walk around and you got big bulging arms and a slim waist, and people look at you and go, damn. Not to mention all the attention that you might get from the opposite sex of really putting in the work. That's the root fruit combo, where you're experiencing it kind of in it, but you also know there's something because of what you're doing. And I want my voice to serve to you to realize that, hey, the root of success is going to feel just like farming. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be long ass hours. I'm so glad I came up through the construction ranks, because I knew you had to be there at 6 a.m. You had to be ready to go at 6 a.m. So we got there at 5:45, getting tooled up, ready to go. So as soon as that bell at 6 rang, I was ready to go. And I was kicking ass, taking names, and chewing bubble gum. And when the taco truck would ring around 9 or 8:30, depending on which job site I'm on, boom, eat a few tacos, 15, 20-minute break, get back to lunch, go to lunch, and then go for another few hours in the afternoon, call it a day. And there was always progress. And I'm glad I was raised in that blue-collar thinking, because now I apply it to what some would call it white collar, where I'm more in a job, more in an office, where I'm creating. But I still take that same creative process. I call it the construction worker's creative process. Listen, bottom line is this. The root is going to feel like it sucks until you develop a lot of discipline where you actually like it. And there's still going to be days where you're not going to like it. But guess what? Tasting that fruit is so sweet. Tending the vine is dirty. Drinking from that same vine, well, that's when you get to go explore all your dirty thoughts. All right, have an amazing day.
All right, so if you're wanting to learn how to raise more private money, go to www.privatemoneypro.com, www.privatemoneypro.com, where I can show you how to be a private money pro. Take care and go rock it.